Yes. What's up, legends? How's everybody doing? Sunday evening or morning, wherever you are in this world. Live stream. Bitcoin, $80,000 a day. All-time high. We'll be analyzing the charts, guys, on Bitcoin. How high can we go? It does look like we are inside this parabolic momentum still, and it does look like that we are just going to go to higher levels in the next coming days, weeks, and even months, guys. It is real. Bitcoin is in the 4-year cycle. Everything's playing out as expected when we do take a look at the projections from the 4-year cycle entering into 2025, breaking all-time high. Now the question is, altcoins, which ones are the good ones? Altcoin season. We are inside of the initial stages of the Bitcoin dominance to start to collapse, which always starts when Bitcoin breaks all-time high successfully in price discovery. So we'll be going to analyze the price of some altcoins, what altcoins are still good to buy, because throughout the last couple of weeks, guys, and we can pull out those live streams, we've been talking about the L1 projects, the large cap coins, which are, Avalanche, Cardano, Chainlink as well. A lot of the altcoins already popping, guys, as expected when we do take a look at the higher time frame. This is why the last few weeks was the last opportunity to buy in these major crypto projects, okay? But there are some mid-cap coins, low-cap coins we're going to discuss in today's episode, guys. This is the season. Everybody's a genius season, right? Where it's the time to make some serious gains and get out of the market in the next coming months. So we made it. We are here. Altcoin bags, crypto bags are looking absolutely amazing, guys, throughout the last, couple of weeks. And whoever's been in the game throughout the last few years, accumulating, right, those altcoins, Bitcoin is really seeing some serious gains. If you have been in the game and following the channel, of course, and just following the 4-year cycle. Legends, make sure to destroy the like button because we'll be going through the pure technical analysis. Regardless, if you've been buying some altcoins, Bitcoin throughout the last 12, 18, 24 months in the bear market of 2022, we are day traders. We look for scalping day trading opportunities. So we'll be going through some major scenarios of resistance and support projections on the price of Bitcoin on the lower time frame. Of course, I would like to discuss the higher time frame, but we do what we do best, guys. We look at the highest probability scenarios, where to get into some trading setups, and that long position provided on Thursday at $75,600 range. The low was still not claimed, and we did claim new all-time highs and even pumping to $80,000 just today. Now that level right over here, that long position was playing out very, very nicely. It was this exact level right over here, and the price never came back to that level of Thursday at $75,600. Matter of fact, it's pumped over $4,000 from that zone that we mentioned on Thursday. Looking for short positions is very risky. We cannot, I cannot stress that enough, guys. Short positions only taken as potential scalps at certain levels, all right? Certain projections, possible double tops, possible triple tops. We can attempt some scalps. No swing trading shorts for sure, all right? And we're going to talk about some possible scalping levels as well, guys. But it's an in and out, and we're possibly looking for a move of a few $100s. Longs are still in your advantage. I took most of the profits at their all-time high from this move, okay? So that was a day trade. I don't hold these swing positions. My target is the high, especially if we do get a reaction. So that was a $700 trade in total just by looking at the highs to be claimed, and then look for different trading setups, at least here on Bybit. Of course, we look at other scalping scenarios. I'll be looking at the price of Bitcoin. We are day traders. We realize the levels that we have to day trade, right? We jump into day trades every single day, maybe a couple of times a day. There's actually a very acceptable long trading setup that was from this low right over here that I just did take, kind of a double bottom, a little bit of a zigzag. I do think that another high is going to be claimed, so why not jump into another long position with stop loss beneath the low, claim those lows over here. We consistently look for day trading opportunities, and that is what we do best here on the channel. So we're going to talk about today as well, hey, how can you potentially get into another day trading setup just like the one that was provided here last Thursday? And on Friday we were very much more confident that this movement to the downside was going to be a fake out, and we're not going to have a larger corrective move based on bullish CBD divergence, based on Elliott wave theory, that we were very likely going to get one more wave to the upside and hit those all-time highs once again, guys. We'll be going through the different scenarios. Make sure to destroy the like button, guys, if you do enjoy the content, because we are here to try and provide the best technical analysis on Bitcoin, manage your risk, and look to scratch some dollars from the market. So I would appreciate, guys, if you do enjoy the content and the scenarios and the probabilities that we talk of every single day here on the streams. I would need you to smash up the like button if you want to continue seeing me here on YouTube. Let's go right away through the comment section, guys, and say hello to the beautiful community. Let's have a drink of water while you smash up the like button, and I'll go and say hello to you guys right now in the next coming seconds. By the way, you might be you might be asking yourself, hey, why are you wearing a hat? I just got messy hair, and I didn't comb my hair. I just felt like putting a hat on today, so first time on a stream maybe. Anyway, let's go right away through comment section, and let's analyze the situation, guys, here for Bitcoin. We need to take a look at some altcoins. Cardano, my goodness. We were just so aware, guys, that the L1 projects, they're going to start popping. We know the rules. We know the rules. We know how the crypto game works. It is Bitcoin first, breaking all-time high, and then we're going to start seeing, of course, Ethereum and the large cap coins, the L1 coins specifically, guys. This is the rule. This how it moves. This is how the crypto market moves, all right? Speculation on Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. We're going to start moving to Ethereum and the large cap L1s. Then we're going to see some low caps. There's a lot of low caps, mid caps that are not popping in an altcoin season. Over 90% of the coins do pump, all right? So it's, as they call it, as well as I like to call it, everybody's a genius season. You can buy the crappiest coin out there, you are going to make some great gains out of it, okay? So it's not being smart, it's just the season, it is the time, and you know, we are going to make some gains. Of course, you need to take those gains, all right, and change them into dollars, because eventually it's not going to last forever, right? Nothing goes up forever, so we need to take those profits as we go up. But it's still very soon, in my opinion. Entering into 2025, I do expect the crypto market to still continue pumping, but we just need to be cautious. We need to start taking profits. We need to buy at low levels. I want to know if anybody has been buying. Let's go to the cryptocurrency categories, and let's start with the L1 projects. Then we're going to go and have a deep dive, guys, because we are going to talk about spot buying as well. Okay, there's nothing better than just buying some cryptos and just hold on that volatility going down, up, unrealized P&L to the downside, to the upside, all right, or small swing long positions with low leverage, and just hold on for the next coming weeks, because the gains are going to be there, right? And you can see the L1 projects throughout the last 7 days. Obviously, Cardano, my goodness, Cardano is leading the way here with the top L1 to top 20 L1s, okay? 𝗬cie is doing incredibly well. Near protocol is doing well. Cardano is the one that is leading right now at the moment with an 80% gain in the last 7 days. It was pretty obvious that Cardano was ready for the pop. We were talking about this consolidation. We were talking about the potential of this being the first disbelief rally in a wave 1 and this a wave 2. Or at a bare minimum, if we are not going to see Cardano hitting all-time high, we need another wave to the upside to break these highs. Now, this is the zone where it's going to be looking very interesting. We'll be after analyzing the situation in the next coming weeks once Cardano breaks above 80 cents, because it will highly likely break 80 cents. I'm going to say the next coming weeks or even the next coming days. This breakout has been absolutely insane, very much predictable, coming from a major corrective move. We're already consolidating here in this range. This is a classic accumulation zone that it's just going to pop to the upside. So here we have it, guys. We're having the L1s, Cardano, Avalanche already breaking out. Obviously, I would expect Avalanche. You know, we've been talking about Avalanche being a great zone here of accumulation. Avalanche lags behind Ethereum, right? Solana. It's one of the top L1s, but it lags behind. But when it goes big time. We can see here back in March, all right, how we were, you know, absolutely rocketing, right, throughout Q4 and Q1 of this year, right, of 2024. And it had a massive gain, right? It did almost a 10x since the lows in October of 2023. This is going to go as well, guys. It's a matter of time. This is why we cannot stress enough throughout the last few weeks, guys. This is the buying zone. This is very likely going to be a wave 2, or at least a wave B, right, on the bearish case scenario where you break the highs and then you enter that bear market. You do not hit all-time highs, which is still very much possible, guys. But overall, we are still looking for that at least 2-3x, right, for the next coming weeks. So the gains are kind of almost guaranteed. Everybody's a genius season. That is what we're coming into now in the next coming weeks. And we want to spot some of those good altcoins as well throughout this live stream. But most importantly, yes, it is good. Altcoin bags, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, crypto bags are just doing absolutely phenomenal. You know, we are making some serious gains throughout the last few days, last few weeks, because we have been buying, we have been accumulating throughout the last couple of years, and everything is looking very good. However, I know a lot of people here are interested in the day trading scenarios, okay? This is what we do best, guys. I'm a technical analyst, I'm a day trader, and we look for day trade and scalping scenarios every single day here on YouTube, and obviously in the Legends trading community on Discord, right? Tomorrow's Monday. I'll be very active right over there looking at the internal scalping day trading scenarios on Discord. If you want to join, you have the first link down below, guys. That is where the magic happens. That is where me, Devil, rest of the coaches, Aiden, provide the setups, the scenarios in the Discord. And that is where you're going to take your trading to the next level, okay? I cannot stress that enough. If you don't like it, you can leave. But that is where you have the magic, guys. Let's go right away through the price of Bitcoin. But first of all, comment section, guys. Say hello to the beautiful community. And if you have been in the game throughout the last couple of years and been buying, congratulations, guys, because everything is looking very good. Here we go again. Andy will speculate on a short again. We talk about shorts and longs every single day. Longs and shorts. Of course, the last few days, we were speculating more in long positions. It seems like you have not been paying attention throughout the previous live streams, because we have been talking about long setups throughout this uptrend, where to get in and where to get out. This has been the latest one, of course. And obviously on Friday, speculating that this is very likely a fake out and we are going to go to the highs. So, my friend, do not comment if you have not been seeing the previous live streams. Eric Mantalago. Let's go. Tepene, we pumped Andy, retail entered. Yes, sir. This is the thing, guys. We do have insane amount of liquidity. We are very likely going to get back above all-time highs. There's one main reason why. There is a lot of people speculating on short positions. We have a lot of shorts entering the market. When you do take a look at the delta, when you do take a look at the heat map, there is hundreds of millions of dollars of short liquidations, which is just fueling the uptrend to continue. So whoever's trying to short, guys, and does not manage risk is going to get wrecked. Yeah, I would be happy to get into a short, Maybe it can double top. There are some projections and scenarios that you could get into a small little scalp with very high leverage, high amount of capital going 2-3%, and just get into a 2-to-1 risk reward. You're in and you're out. You can scalp very successfully small little movements to the downside if you know how to do it and get in and out very, very fast. But obviously those swings are going to be much better to the upside. We'll be talking about the different scenarios, guys. Bear with me here, okay? Because it does not take, all right? I'm not one of those guys that just comes out and takes a look at RSI and money flow and rest of it. We talk about specific levels of entry, specific levels where we can put our stop loss and look for the target zones, looking for that at least 2-to-1, right? 3, 4, 5-to-1 risk reward in the case of this long setup on Friday. Where to enter, where to put stop loss, where to take the profits. I've been going through many different channels out there, guys. There is nothing like it. And if there is, please let me know and I'll happy to watch it, right? And give my opinion. So make sure to bear with me here because we'll be going in detail with Fibonacci, waves, all sorts, confluent zones. We're going to build up the analysis throughout this stream. This is why you are here, guys. You are just going to get that pure education so you can do this on your own and learn how to scratch some dollars from the market every day or almost every single day with good risk management. This is why you're here, guys. You're here to learn how to do it. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy for you because I do have a lot of people that do appreciate the content that I provided here in YouTube throughout the last few months and years. A lot of people, very good messages saying that they've learned so much and that they're actually, going from break even to profitable. And it just makes me very, very happy, guys, because it is possible. There is no strategy out there. There is no magic strategy. You know what is the magic of trading and technical analysis is your risk management, learning where to put those stop losses, managing your risk, the invalidation levels, because stop losses are there to protect yourself, right? And then, understanding the different projections. So there is no strategy that is not going to work anymore. It's your experience and knowing, where to enter, where to exit, right? And where to put your stop losses on the market. So let's go right away through the comment section. Sorry about that, guys. Just a little bit of talk here throughout the beginning of the live stream as we do get some people joining in, okay? A little bit of talk. We are here. It is Sunday. We're going to get preparation here for the week. Make sure to destroy the like button if you do enjoy the content. And we're going to be cracking on through Bitcoin, guys. We're going to build up the potential levels and the potential trading setups, okay? Because it's all about planning. And I know it's boring because, hey, we talked about this trading setup on Thursday. We were trading at $76,500. Guys, the best long is down here. I do think that the VWAP could be a magnet. We could sweep up this low. It does make sense with the waves. That is the setup. It's boring. People want to get into a trade right now as we speak, and that is not possible. We need to prepare the different scenarios, the projections, the waves, and go with the momentum of the waves. So depending on where we are, we might not get a trade where we are at the moment. This zone where we at is not a zone to trade. We're in the middle of this area. We are looking for trades down and up. And of course, for shorts, we are going to be extremely cautious because we are in very strong uptrend momentum. And there is a lot of liquidity at 80,500, 80,700. So a double top here locally, you are going to get those small little double tops. You are going to get the price rejecting a few $100s. If you are prepared to get in and to get the heck out once you drop a few $100s, because this might just continue. Yeah, there is a short scalp, but this is not a short to go to, $75,000. It could, maybe. You can be very defensive. Only scalp shorts are available at specific levels. Preferably, we look to jump into long positions on the retracement because we're very much uptrending. And you know what they say, the trend is your friend till the very end. And there's no signs that the very end is here yet, right? So anyway, let's go through comment section, guys, and say hello to the beautiful community. We're doing it, baby. Altcoins, crypto, the bags are pumping, guys. We are making serious gains here. I'm not just quite extremely excited. I think when I'm extremely excited, that will be the moment that we actually need to sell quite a lot. But yeah, I think we're still very much well in the game here, that we are going to go to higher levels. Extreme greed index, the fear and greed index is going through the roof right now. I mean, this is always a moment that we want to be a little bit cautious, right, on potential pullbacks, right? But when we take a look at the fear and greed index, right, throughout the 4-year cycles, right, when we go basically and take a look at November, December of 2020, we were at the extreme greed for a few months here, okay? We were at the extreme greed, basically at the 90 level, right? 90 level from the first week of November. Look at this. I'm not sure if you guys can see this when we zoom in. First week of November, extreme greed, extreme crypto fear and greed index was at the extreme greed levels, right? From the first week of November. Had a major dip here suddenly in January of 2021. But till March, right, till basically the end of February, we were at the extreme greed for, 4 months, basically, right? Almost 4 months. Now, after 4 years, I mean, we are here, right? We are in November. This started in November. It seems like we're kind of in the 4-year cycle territory here. We could be in extreme greed for a few months. It makes sense for that to happen, especially when the altcoins are starting to pop, right? They are starting to pop. Chainlink, ADA, Avalanche, they're on the runner here, and they are very likely going to continue. So throughout, after when we do take a look at the price of Bitcoin, and we analyze the different scenarios, okay, and the different waves, we want to jump in and have a look at some altcoin projects, all right? Preferably in the mid-cap territory, all right? The mid-cap, altcoins, and even low-cap coins, all right? So we're going to go through, deep dive into the rabbit hole and scroll down and look at the top 300, top 400, and we can take a look at AI coins. We can take a look at some good projects that, haven't pumped very hard just yet, okay? Because when we do take a look at, I mean, everything's pumping, to be honest, guys. Everything is pumping. Altcoin season is brewing. As you can see, everything's in the green. But there are a few of them that haven't quite popped out, just like Cardano, right? When we do take a look at ADA, it's just popped very aggressively, and without a doubt it was very obvious, right? You're looking for that wave 3 formation here, or basically you're looking at the ABC. Regardless, you are looking for another wave here to the upside very aggressively, right? Which was extremely predictable, right? It was so predictable that the last few weeks was so good for accumulation. And it's an easy 2-3x, right? That 2-3x, it's on its way, which is very easy. You put $50,000, you're going to make $50,000 profit in a matter of weeks, which is absolute insanity, right? It's just so easy to predict. And I hope a lot of people have taken advantage, right, of the no financial advice. I never say what you need to do, and no financial advice is taken here, but just talking by experience and realizing that, guys, this is going to do this, okay? Take it with a pinch of salt, because there's no crystal ball, but overall, taking a look at the data and the analysis, it's everybody's a genius season, right? And for the noobs, they're going to be, wow, that is pretty impressive. For the people with experience, they probably know that this was actually going to happen already. The people that have been here long enough, they understand that. So let's go right away. Maddie, how are you doing, my brother? Andy, are we going to get a pullback before the weekly close? XRP, it seems like XRP is doing well also. Bitcoin dominance, guys, most importantly, next coming months is going to be epic. It's going to be epic. That is, it's purely 4-year cycle, right? November 2016, November, December 2020. Now, November, December 2024. Trump elected. Everything looks very, very good. We have money printer likely going to go on. Even it's already on, but it's going to go on even more, ever so slightly, in the next coming months. We do see China that has been, China announced a 1.4 trillion debt bailout and is working on more measures to boost the economy. This is kind of a snowball effect. I think most of the countries, will follow, also especially the US, right, to get this money printer going on. So it's kind of a full recipe for the for Bitcoin and the altcoin market, right? Cryptocurrency market in general to see those gains, guys, right? Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is there to hedge against, this kind of activity. Because there's gold and there's, real estate and there's other stuff. But, crypto is definitely a big part of it. So we would be expecting the crypto market, right? The total crypto market capitalization to go to a few $1 trillion, right? This is another chart that I wanted to discuss when we do take a look at the total crypto market cap, right? Including Bitcoin and, including Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of the altcoins, right? We are looking at also another cup and handle formation that is breaking out already this lower high resistance trend line. And we are going to be expecting in the next coming months this large accumulation that has happened throughout the last few years since the bear market started in late 2021, all right, to absolutely skyrocket. Usually when you break out from a cup and handle pattern, right, from a large accumulation scenario, it takes, in this case of a multi-year accumulation zone, just a few months to actually get that momentum to the upside. There's multiple cup and handles that we can see throughout the last few years from the stock market or from gold. I mean, gold would be the best example here to show you on that, to show you the massive cup and handle that was formed throughout the last few years, right? And you can see this is a multi-year cup and handle. You got a descending neckline one. In this case, we have a bit of an ascending neckline cup and handle formation. You see how fast the movement is. It is pretty damn fast compared to the multi-year reaccumulation cup and handle pattern. This happens fast. It can happen in a few months. The same scenario is happening right now in the total crypto market cap. It is happening on Bitcoin. We are seeing this pattern. So we expect that run up here potentially to hit the 5 trillion, right? I do expect that in this cycle, we are at least going to see a 5 trillion total market capitalization, right? Throughout 2025, right? That is the projected move. It's what makes sense. Everything points out that that is just very, very likely. So it's going to be looking pretty damn good. Anyway, let's go through the price of, let's go right away through the comment section, and then we'll go and focus on Bitcoin. Okay, guys, bear with me here because we're going to build up that strategy. All right, we're going to build up like we do every single day here, looking at the highest probability scenarios, momentum, what could be a good setup either for a long or for a short. We look for shorts as well, even if we are in an uptrend. We're just very careful about it, and we take them as scalps. Okay, so everybody's like, oh, not everybody, but I get someone here, oh, you're looking for shorts again. We are day traders. We look for, we're scalpers, right? We get in and we get out from the market. This long position that I provided here on last Thursday, I took all of the profits at $77,000 at the all-time high. I should have hold on to the position, not taking profits at the highs. We got the reaction at the highs. It's a day trade, right? I'm looking for other trade setups here. I got into another trade right over here with this double bottom, right? These lows. We consistently looking for day trading setups, right? So let's go through comment section, and then we'll do the analysis on Bitcoin, and we will look at the most important levels and zones here to look for a scalp day trade. Okay, so we can scratch some dollars off the market, just as we do every single day here on the channel. Let's go. Valerie, how are you doing? Aloha, good morning, great times. I'm so thankful. Valerie, me also. Aditya, my man, giving power. We've got my moderator here, giving power as always. Shout out to you, my brother. Let's go. I closed my huge ADA long at 3.8 cents. Where is a good re-entry now? Well, I mean, if you did close that ADA long position, my goodness. Yeah, this was only getting started, right? If you closed the long position here, we were just getting started when you closed the long. You know, it was just ready for that pop here from lower high resistance. This was a full recipe to get a leg here to the upside. I have to say, I wasn't expecting that leg to be as fast as it was, but overall was expecting that momentum to build and get the successful breakout. But some altcoins are just absolutely flying, and it is what it is. You know, some fly faster than others. So, hi Andy, how about Shiba Inu? We can take a look at some altcoins, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button. We're going to focus on Bitcoin. This is where we look for the scalp and day trading opportunities. And then we'll go through some altcoins, guys, to look at some, you know, spot buys, or also, you know, for some potential trading setups. But the ones that we've been talking about throughout the previous streams have been Avalanche, right? It has been ADA. The last few days, guys, this is going to pop. This is the moment to either spot buy or get into a low leverage long position. By low leverage, I mean a 4 or 5x, right? Nothing too aggressive, right? For the breakout. Whoever's been getting into those, they're making gains right now, right? It's just, it's inevitable. So look at X1000 US dollar tether. It went up 100% in 1 minute. Okay, we can take a look. CME gap forming. We also have the potential weekend CME gap formation, guys. Let's take a look at that right away. Everything is looking golden here. Everything's looking golden. CME futures gap formation for the weekend. Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be a pretty epic gap here, unless we get a major dump today. Pretty nice, decent gap that is going to be forming here on the CME. I mean, not massive. It's at $77,000, right? You know, we're going to see depending on where we open, right, in the next coming hours, we might get a drop and we won't have a gap. So anyway, we are on the formation of a possible gap. But like I mentioned, there is a lot of liquidity above $80,400. A lot. There's hundreds of millions of dollars of short liquidations. There's actually a little bit more liquidity above us than below us, right? Below 79 and below 78K. Anyway, enough of the data. We'll be doing technical analysis. 81K, then down probably. Yeah, we'll be talking about the projections and different scenarios, okay? Bear with me here, guys, because, yeah, we're going to be talking about the setups, right? How we can scratch some dollars from the market, potentially today, potentially tomorrow. So alpha reactions, awesome, my man. 228 likes, guys. We can come on. Hey, we can get that like button to at least 300 in the next coming seconds. Come on, we cannot have over 800 people watching the stream here and you know, not smashing up the like button. Smash it up, legends. I'm just here for you. I'm reading comment section. We look at the probabilities. So far, the analysis has been absolutely epic. We were very much expecting those altcoins to pop. And most importantly, whoever hasn't been buying or whatever, you know, we look at daily opportunities on Bitcoin and probabilities. Latest one, the one being on Thursday, which was that long position from $75,600, talking about the stop loss and the target zone, guys. So, hey, I need the support because I'm here to support you. I'm here to educate you on how we can look for the different opportunities, okay? Smash the like button, says my daily video. All right, guys, I think it is time to absolutely crush it with the analysis. So bear with me. It's going to be boring. Trading is boring. Technical analysis is boring. We just need to wait for the best scenarios so we can get into a high probability trading setup and manage our risk like always, guys. What do I think about Polygon? I think Polygon is gonna, you know, Polygon Matic is you know, should do well. It's been a long time since I haven't checked this one out, but this one got a depth. Yeah, I mean this is gonna, you know, it just created that's you know, failed auction, right? That test of the lows of the bear market, and this is like the the level to buy, right? So it's the level to buy. If you haven't bought here, the test of these lows of the bear market, you know, if you wanted to buy the bottom, this was potentially the bottom for 𝗲𝗡 here around about the 30-cent zone. I still believe that this is pretty interesting zones to accumulate. You know, this is still very much, you know, even though if the price does not rocket in the next coming days, this is still a great buying zone. You're basically buying the low of the bear market. So do you want to buy lower? I'm not sure if we will get that chance. Let's be honest. I'm not sure if we will get the chance to buy lower here on Polygon. We could maybe do a bit of analysis on Polygon, but we're going to focus on Bitcoin, okay? Let's go right away and analyze the price of Bitcoin, because this is just going absolutely crazy, right? The waves are just being multiple 1-2s, and it's not looking back. The price of Bitcoin is not looking back. It's just consolidating and getting small little pullbacks, and it's just continuing to rise. So most importantly, what I need to analyze is the latest leg to the upside, which started last Tuesday. I need to analyze the wave formations from this pump. It's not worth going back here and analyzing every single movement here, guys. We are day traders. We look at the extensions, the Fibonacci, internal confluence zones where we could bounce or reject a few $100 or maybe 1,000 or 2,000 max. We don't usually get into these swing movements. We look at scalp day trading opportunities of a few $100 or maybe even plus $1,000, right? We're in and we're out. So I am interested in seeing this latest move, guys. We're going to come to the conclusion of the next possible setup, okay? And we're going to build it here so it makes sense. And so we analyze the levels so we can come back to the next stream and say, guys, hey, remember what we talked about yesterday? There you have it right there with the technical analysis, right? That's what we want to do. That's what we want to try and provide, okay? The, you know, being a legit, you know, technical analyst here on YouTube, and go back to the previous streams and say, guys, there you have it right over there, right? Not to be, you know, bragging or any of that, just to prove you the technical analysis and the risk management that it is possible if you remain patient and you plan those trading setups that have, you know, that do make sense, guys, that do make sense. And you know, there's nothing better than having the previous live streams to just jump. Guys, check out the previous live stream, right? And I'm happy to always discuss, guys, this day trade did not play out, right? You know, the analysis was wrong. I was wrong, right? Or it did not play out into my favor. We're always good. And we always talk about, well, at least this was a stop loss. This was the projection. This was the other scenario. And this was the other trading setup that we could have a look at, right? If the price were to go on the other side, right? We talk about up and down, guys, up and down, both the scenarios. And always happy to come in and prove it from the previous streams, guys. If you paid attention, there was reasons to believe that we were going to hit all-time high. There's data, we had analysis, we had confluence, we had the measurements of the waves, the timing. We just take so many things into consideration here that a lot of people don't. And you know, this is why you are here to learn like the proper way in doing the analysis. Of course, there's many other different strategies, right? I'm not going to say that my way of analyzing is the correct one. There's so many different, you know, powerful tools out there. But anyway, I just want to here to prove you that it does work, right? How we do the analysis and the entry points and stop losses and take profit. You know, it does work. It does work, and we have the previous streams, right, to prove it, right? So let's go right away through this movement to the upside, and you know, just going to the 1 hourly time frame. I think it's enough. It's enough to just go to the 1 hourly time frame and analyze very carefully how the price has, you know, been breaking all-time high, and we've got into this momentum to the upside. And you know, now is when we try and build up the different possibilities, right? Because what I do see here is obviously the price going absolutely insane, right? It's just the retracements are extremely shallow, and we're just testing highs, you know, and correcting and just, you know, continuing to explode. So what we talked about on the previous live streams was there was high probability in taking out this high, right? Then taking out, this high right over here. So that's what happened, and we did get a major pullback after taking the high. So the latest move from one of the Thursday's live stream was looking at a 5-wave move to the upside, right? From this corrective structure. And we did get that 5-wave move up, right? We did not hit the low here of the first wave. We almost retraced to the 618. We were very much confident that this is likely going to be a fake out, and we are going to break the highs here, right? As mentioned on Friday, we were looking at that high probability that, guys, this is a fake out. We've got a lot of liquidity. We've got bullish CVDs. I don't believe that the price will successfully break down, and I do think that there's a high chance in faking out here and looking for that rise. So when we analyze that movement, when we do analyze that movement that we had to the upside, you got that 5-wave move up, right? You got the 5-wave move up, and you got a 3-wave corrective structure here. So it was a zigzag perfect corrective structure, then back up and continued to the upside. So I can see this as a 1-wave formation, right? This is, one wave, and this is another wave as a corrective structure. Now I'm interested in what the heck is happening here, right? All this is played out. Okay, what's happened next, right? Let's take a look at, this latest movement to the upside and analyze the internal waves. There's multiple 1-2s here, multiple 1-2s, right? You got from this corrective structure. There's no doubt about it. I don't need to go much further away, guys, and bore you with the analysis. I know that this is still very much impulsive. I know that this is a 3-wave corrective structure. I analyze the next wave to the upside and look at the different projections of where the price could bounce or where it could get rejected. Okay, so we take a look at this latest move that's happened throughout the last couple of days, right? Between Saturday and today. So yeah, from that low after the corrective structure, you have a major start of an impulse. So let's analyze the waves that we do have in here to try and come to the conclusion of, hey, could we come down, sweep up this low? Could we bounce? What Fibonacci levels do we have? What makes sense here regarding the extensions, the timing? That's what we're going to build up here, guys, from scratch. So that is the low from this corrective move, right? 3-wave, start of an impulse. Let's analyze the waves that we've had since Saturday, right? Because I can clearly see, right, from this low that we formed a first initial wave. And we've got, another initial wave right over here, a little bit of a corrective move. It's kind of a triple 1-2, right? It's been building up the first wave 1, wave 2, got your second wave 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to say that it does look like that we could go to higher levels because we've just built up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It makes sense for another 4, 5 and claim the highs. You're looking at a similar structure here. I do think that we're looking at a similar range that we formed a few days ago, right? Bang, bang, bang. You're just basically creating poor highs here. So I do see the chance of the price actually coming back up and sweeping the highs. And that is purely based to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be a chance. There could be a chance that this could have been a 5th wave. I have to say that there could be a chance, but for the moment, this corrective structure looks good. Unless you're forming a double 1-2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're going to break down in a 3. Because yeah, you could technically count that you have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and you could have finished an impulse. But we'll be taking a look at the different scenarios. I mean, there is a chance. There is that chance, okay? You can count 5 waves here to the upside. You've got some micro counts inside here of 1, 2s, 2, 3, 4. So, I mean, there is a count of a possible finished move up. I think we got more. We got more upside, especially because of the liquidity that we do have here. So, I'm counting that double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in potential 4, 5. And most importantly, we should be maintaining above this low. This is why this zone is interesting for some scalp long positions to try and attempt and hit the highs. Similar momentum that we formed here in a larger scale, right? Maintain higher lows and look for the highs to be claimed as your take profit zone. Yes, there could be the risk of, yeah, this is a finished impulsive move up and we're just going to get into a larger corrective move. So we're going to analyze very carefully certain levels of invalidation regarding the waves and the timing based on, okay, if we do break down right now from this low, pretty successfully getting a pretty significant move down, I need to analyze this wave, the next wave, and the possible projection, because this could be the end, at least in the short term. It could be the end of an impulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking at basic Elliott wave theory terms, right? Where you've had the 3-wave corrective structure and you've started this impulse throughout the weekend. You can technically count 5 waves to the upside here, looking at Elliott wave theory, right? When we just go through the basics, guys, and we just look at a regular impulse, we're looking at the 5 waves to the upside, being the 3rd wave the largest, right? And there is a possibility of this happening right there. We got the 5 waves right over here, right? So we do have the multiple 1-2 scenario, which means that we could be claiming the highs one more time, forming a higher low. Why? Because we have the 1, 2, and then here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you possibly have another 4 and a 5, just because inside of the 3rd wave, you eventually expect 5 waves to the upside as well. So we could be looking at this 5-wave impulsive move to the upside to not be finished just yet. Okay, so we're going to speculate on that scenario. I'm already speculating on that long position here from the sweep of the lows that we had today, right over here at $79,400. But it does look like it wants to roll down. So we'll be analyzing a little bit, you know, the different internal scalping scenarios. Okay, we're building up the strategy here, guys, as we do every day, going from scratch, analyzing the waves, the timing, the patterns, the possibilities, right? Where we can look for a trading setup, right? Because I don't know what that price is going to do, but we can build the strategy, we can build the waves, we can build, as we do here on the stream, you know, this is a possibility. If we do this, then we could possibly do that, right? That's like my favorite saying throughout the last few weeks, right? I don't know what the price is going to do, but if it does this, then I know it could very likely do that, right? If the price does this to the downside, I know we could do that, right? So this is what we try to come up with, right? When we do the live streams, you know, obviously teaching you on, hey, when we open the chart, we do not know what the price is going to do here. We can know the probabilities, or if we've missed a trade, right? I can say that this was an acceptable long position right there. Why was this a good long position, right? You may ask, why wouldn't I long here specifically? And why was this sweep of the lows a good SFP level, right? To have a projection to hit the highs. Well, it comes to the conclusion that we formed this first initial wave from the corrective structure, and this could have been the situation where we formed. Whoops, let me go right over here, right? Where we formed inside of this 3rd wave. It's a plan, it's a projection. You got the 3rd wave forming 5 waves right there. You got a possibility of another 4-5 situation to claim the highs one more time. So there is reasons to believe that this was a good long position right over here. You got a zigzag, you're claiming the lows, you're getting the reaction. You do not want the price to claim this higher low, because if you are speculating still that you are inside of a larger 5-wave move to the upside, because just inside of this 3rd wave, you can count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like that you could have one more leg to the upside. So if you're speculating in a long position, you need to wait for that corrective structure, that zigzag, when you form this kind of high right over here, right? You have the zigzag corrective structures. The most basic one obviously is, and the most common one is a zigzag. Then you could have flats and all sorts of scenarios, but you would want to speculate on the zigzag, right? Just like this one right over here. I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't long this. I was already in a long position from here and took my, you know, all of the profits at the highs. But I haven't been analyzing this situation throughout yesterday. Yesterday was a complete day off, but if you would have analyzed this zigzag, then you possibly would have found a long position here. You have a zigzag right over here. Take a look at Fibonacci extension from the high to the low to the high right there. Surprise, surprise, you hit the one-to-one extension. So it's a nice zigzag. Yeah, one-to-one extension right there from this move. This wave right over here was the same length. This wave right over here was the same length as this one. Look at this, finishing right there. One-to-one zigzag, classic. You are impulsive. You are more interested in longs. So, the internal long position today was actually this one. Without a doubt, you could still be building that momentum, and you're still inside of that impulsive move. You haven't finished the higher time frame wave 5, so it does make sense following the trend as well, right? You really want to follow the trend. At some point there will be a deep pullback, okay, and we don't know when that's going to happen. We don't know when the price is going to do this. I don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know who's going to sell, 50,000 Bitcoin at once, right? One of the whales that could provide that dump of a few $1,000s. We don't know when that's going to happen. So we just want to be cautious as well as we're looking for longs. But this is a classic corrective structure, zigzag, sweep up the lows. With the analysis, you have that possible projection to the upside, especially when that there's retail shorting the market. There's retail shorting the market, and there is liquidity. Guys, we want to continue looking for long positions, and there's nothing better than analyzing the lower time frames and looking for the scalp entries for these these little scalps. So there is a chance, without a doubt, to create one more wave here to the upside. I think based on liquidity, there is liquidity. So there is a reason to believe that you're going to get that new, freshly all-time high potentially in the coming hours. So you need to be very specific. Now, even though if I'm wrong with this analysis, this is no zone to enter a long position. I have to be sorry. I wish I had guys, this is a good long, this is a good short right now. But it's not possible because if I'm wrong with this projection to the upside and we've got a zigzag right there, sweeping the lows, double bottom, SFP, bang, bang, we look for another new highs. If I'm wrong with this analysis and we break down in the next coming hours from that low, I'm going to give another setup. Okay. For me, in the middle of this range, there's no setup. I mean, unless we're just basically sitting at the point of control from the last, few hours, right, from today. But yeah, it's just really not nothing here based on levels, especially today's levels. Hang on a second, guys. I've just gone back here just to take a look at the session volume profile. I mean, this is today. This just happened today. Yeah, there's nothing regarding levels here or confluence or daily levels. We do have the weekly close today. Let me just go to the weekly chart. I mean, the weekly candle must be looking like, absolutely epic. What a weekly candle. This has to be the largest weekly candle close since February. We have the largest weekly candle close. I mean, and this is likely going to be closing at this area. Very, very bullish, very, very bullish without a doubt. Before we continue with the looking for the scalping setups, guys, don't worry about it. We're going to be looking for the scalps, okay? We're going to look for those scratching opportunities, right? Looking to scratch a few dollars off the market, these intraday scenarios. It is full of them, guys. As a day trader, it is packed of scenarios. This is what I like best. I like to look for day trading setups every single day, like the one provided on the live stream on Thursday, and the one today that it was basically this local double bottom, right? This zigzag scenario looking at there's opportunities every single day. You just need to plan them and you need to get ready for them. And the best one here was that possible zigzag double bottom to come and claim the highs. based on this impulsive move, right? It's possible. But what if I'm wrong? I mean, this is why this position is protected already. The stop loss was incredibly small. And just so you get the idea, right, on how to manage that risk, if you're long in here, your stop loss is beneath the low, you are projecting the highs. You're looking at a pretty nice risk to reward. So, this cannot turn into a losing trade. So I do think that there is a high chance that the price could still form higher lows right over here and claim new all-time highs in the next coming hours. All right, so the long as a day trade was really here, okay? Zigzag, still possible on a higher time frame. Fourth wave, you're looking for that fifth wave still for the formation. Based off what I explained, okay? Of the initial micro count waves here. It makes sense to actually create one more wave to the upside, especially with the liquidity. So the internal scalp day trade long today was here. In the middle right now, where we at, very difficult without a doubt. This could still be, this could have been the end of a 5 impulsive move. Like I explained, you can technically count it, and you probably starting a larger pullback. Still interested in the longs. Still, this is a long scalp. Right now in the middle here between this high and these lows, there's just no trade to be taken, at least for me, to manage risk. So let's go with the speculation as we do always. Hey, what if the price, right? You got a bit of a wedgie scenario. Anybody with the classic patterns, right? Got a bit of a wedgie structure. I mean, this is something very interesting to see right now, because if the price does come down and sweeps up this low in the next coming hours, does not manage to break out from this wedge, and we do come down to this level, there is another potential long setup here. And there could be a long setup to sweep up these internal lower highs that have been formed throughout the last few hours. Why, you may ask? Why are you talking about this scenario? Well, this could still be either a corrective structure in an A, B, C, D, E, boom, and then you get the movement up, or it could be a contracting leading diagonal, right? Where you are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You claim the lows here. You got 3 peaks. You get the bounce, and you get that corrective structure to sweep up the highs. So regardless of this being corrective or a contracting leading diagonal where you're looking for lower, you could, it doesn't matter, right? This scenario is highly likely where you claim all-time highs or not, it doesn't matter. But a wave, this is extremely likely, whether it gets continuation to the upside or it forms a lower high and comes down. So I know there's a high probability in this movement. There is a high chance that we get this movement if we come back down and claim this low based on a descending wedge, right? Or looking at the wave scenarios, it could either be an A, B, C, D, E. You move to the upside and you claim the highs. It's possible. We're still looking at that higher time frame, right? Possible fourth wave. And you forming an A, B, C, D, E, right? In 5 waves in a complex corrective structure. It is possible. Or the bearish case scenario is, you form a leading contracting diagonal and you form a zigzag here. You sweep up the highs, you form a lower high, and you move to the downside. Conclusion to this: I don't know if it's going to be bullish or it's going to be bearish. I'm leaning more on the bullish side, so I do see the higher probability of this. Yeah, I am seeing what you're writing, guys. What's happening? What's happening right over here? I am seeing what you're writing, guys, but I need to give this explanation. I'm basically giving you a setup, right? I'm building up a setup here, like we do all the time on the streams, guys. This is what we love to do, right? I think what could be more valuable here in building up the, you know, the waves and the different possibilities and looking for a trading setup, whether it happens or not. That's what we do, right? So I'm sorry, guys. I'm really concentrated and giving the explanations. I'll go through the comment section right away, guys. It is a show. It is a live stream. We can, you know, make a big fluff about it and just go through comment section and just say moon and all-time high. Let's, you know, but I'm here for the education as well, guys. All right. I want you to get value out of the live stream, right? Most importantly for me. So yeah, let's just continue with this scenario. Regardless of this being a corrective structure or being a contracting leading diagonal, and we're going to form a lower high, this movement is extremely highly likely. So it would be a scalp day trade, at least to get the breakout and sweep up the lower highs that we have formed. All right. So in a nutshell, you are looking for a liquidity grab from those lows that we have formed the last few hours. If we do not create the successful breakout and you get your stop loss beneath the low formed, right? You see the reaction, your entry, you got your stop loss beneath the low, you got a beautiful projected move to the last lower highs that have been formed throughout today as your take profit, regardless of this being a ABCDE descending wedge, bullish wedge to claim all-time highs as your ultimate take profit zone, or realizing that, hey, maybe this could be a leading contracting diagonal, right? Where you actually forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get a zigzag to the upside here, sweeping the highs and then a lower high, and you start breaking down. Regardless of one of the two scenarios being bullish or bearish, this is extremely likely, okay? So like I said, it would be one scenario. If you do break down, we're going to have to be analyzing the different setups. This trading setup is only interesting if you do manage to get back above the lows, just like this long trading setup that I got in here, right? I didn't catch the low. I waited for the reaction and the price action to get above this low for this scalp, right? For this day trade. So that's what we need to see. I'm not interested if the price loses this level. I am not going to jump into the long position. I'm going to jump into the long position if we get that reaction from those lows and we get the price action to manage to trade above the level so I can have a stop loss. And the projection is good. It's looking to sweep the lower highs. It's a scalp. It's a day trade. It's a nice move of $500-600 at a bare minimum, right? So regardless of the price breaking out or not, we could form a lower high or we could break the highs based on what I explained. This could be an ABCDE corrective structure in a descending wedge, or it could be a contracting leading diagonal where you form a wave 1, a wave 2, you form a lower high here in between the golden pocket and the 7/8 Fibonacci most commonly, and then you get the next leg to the downside. Regardless, it's a setup. We get in and we get out at the levels of profit, okay? Because that's what we do. That's what we do, right? And this is why you're here. Do you think that, you know, a lot of people were not here throughout the last 1 to 2 years in the bear market? People were not interested in crypto. People are interested in crypto when we already, you know, starting to get the pops to the upside. But here we look for day trading, right? We look to scratch a few dollars every single day or every single other day, right? If we do get the opportunity, because we day traders, right? And we prove and we analyze the different scenarios every single day, and we pull out the previous streams to talk about what we have been mentioning, right? To give you that, you know, to basically give you, basically to prove to you, you know, right, what are the different scenarios that we mentioned and how they played out. And if they did not play out, well, eventually we look at, you know, where we got stopped out, right? I'm going to go through comment section, guys. I mean, this is a really internal level. If we do break down from this scenario, all right, there's probably going to be at other levels. It does take time to explain to you and look at the different scenarios. Yeah, we can talk about, okay, if the price does this, then we're interested in this, right? A TP1 and possibly a TP2 at the highs, but TP1 without a doubt, just in case this is a contracting leading diagonal. We're going to form a, a wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, or an ABC right there, and then continue to the upside. Okay, so there's a lot to build as we analyze the waves here. We've only gone through the first possible internal steps, and this could already have been an ABC right there, zigzag, claim the lows, and we're just going to create that, fifth wave to the upside regarding the latest price action that we've had in between Saturday and Sunday. So the scenarios are infinite, guys. Okay, the scenarios are infinite. We can talk about many different setups inside of the zone, and you just need to be ready to execute, right? How many likes do we have, guys? Remember, if you are interested in trading, Bybit4Me is the #1 crypto trading platform, guys. You do get an insane bonus with the link down below. You can buy Bitcoin, altcoins, you can trade altcoins right over there. And if you want the fastest sign up, all right, you can use Bluffin, okay? You'd have an insane bonus on Bluffin, $10,000 deposit bonus. The more you trade cryptocurrency, the more airdrops you're going to get here. And you can use that money, of course, to, gain more capital throughout, as you're trading. Take advantage of that bonus on Bluffin, guys. It is the fastest sign up that you can find out there. Take advantage, guys, of Bluffing. You can buy crypto. There's hundreds of cryptos there to be traded, all right? And it's highly liquid, and they have proof of reserves. I'm going to go through the comment section before we continue, guys, because people must be going like crazy. Andy doesn't read the comments. Guys, I'm here to try and provide you some setups, no financial advice, my opinion, levels where I would be interested in, the trades that I got in as a scalp, and just to prove to you and for them to make sense, right? Not just get randomly into a long or short position. Prove to you the levels where to enter, and obviously, showing you that on stream the levels where to enter and where I have entered, obviously getting into those same trades. Basically, so you understand, hey, what I talk about, I put my money where my mouth is on these scalp day trading scenarios. If not, I would not talk about them, right? So anyway, let's go through comment section, then we'll take a look at the different projections, right? If we do come up to the highs, could we reject? In price discovery, it is very complex to look for a short, right? Where are we going to top out? We can talk about projections. We can talk about shorts as well, guys, but we need to be very, very cautious. We are in that explosion moment of the bull market, and longs are in our advantage. Follow the trend. If you want to try and speculate on a double top, right, you need to get in, and you need to get the heck out on a small little movement, guys, because this is just absolutely ripping throughout the last few weeks, and it might continue to do so, very, very likely. Okay, so it's very, very hard to detect those tops, but we can take a look at some projections here also. Okay, as in, okay, we got this different Fibonacci projection, that it could top out here, it could bottom out here, many different scenarios. BGN, thanks for the super chat, my man. Hey Andy, what is your price target for Chainlink? Woo, all-time high, baby. All-time high, baby. What is my price projection for Chainlink? Yeah, we go, for me it's all-time high. For me it's all-time high. I did have Chainlink somewhere here on the chart, but we'll pull it out. It's all-time high. What can I say? The only bearish case scenario that I do see here for Chainlink is looking at this as, which does really not make sense anyway, regarding Elliott wave theory, bear market, reaccumulation. The bearish case scenario is to form an ABC move and then, correct back down. But at least we're going to break above the highs from March. I can already tell you that with high probability in the next coming months, if not weeks eventually, right? Those highs are going to be taken, and that's already almost a 2x from current price levels. We were talking about this zone being the last opportunity to reaccumulate, guys. Once the price is here, then, it's probably a time to start collecting some profits. Whoever's been paying attention throughout the last few weeks, then obviously, is in the game. But I would say that we are going to form a wave 3 here. that we're not going to be forming a wave one ABC, right? We're going to top out somewhere above this area, and and then bear market. I strongly believe that we are in that potential massive bull run stage, right? It does make sense for it. We know that is the highest probability. So talking about the minimum projections here on Chainlink is we're at least looking at a 1-to-1 extension here, right? Which is basically getting above those highs from March, which is around about $25. So yeah, there's no doubt that those highs from March are going to be taken. It's just 90% probability. There's no lower high here and coming back down to the lows. This is extremely unlikely scenario. So my question is right now, will we see those highs taken and get continuation to the upside, or will we come back down to the lows? That is my question regarding how bullish can the breakout be. And I'm speculating on the bullish scenario that is very highly likely that we are getting out of the wave 2 correction, as we have been talking about for several months now. Not even not weeks, it's been months, guys, since we said I've been analyzing Chainlink throughout the last few years, and we know that this was an accumulation, that we were going to form a spring point, right? I'm not going to repeat this again. For any new viewers, this was massive reaccumulation. I bought thousands of Chainlink here in this area of $6-7. And it's just continuously saying, guys, this is, we need to buy. This is accumulate. This is going to make insane gains in the next coming months. So obviously predicting this momentum, and said, guys, if you did not pay attention here, this is the moment to pay attention. If you don't get in here, then I cannot help you, right? It's going to be time to get the heck out in the next coming months and take all of those profits, because I know a lot of you who've been long enough here on the channel that are basically taken advantage of that, and they will be making insane gains. So looking at the probabilities on Chainlink is massive. It's just the partnerships that Chainlink have as an Oracle solution to provide real world data, right, from companies and all sorts around the world is massive. They have big partnerships, and it's going to be used. Chainlink is going to be used, of course, for in the very near future. So regarding the fundamentals, we are analysts, right? We do take a look at the technical analysis more than fundamentals eventually. The projection of the next wave, as a third wave, at least I'm looking at $36. What's the situation in a bull run? What's the situation in a bull run regarding you're inside of the third wave? And we are entering into 2025, 4-year cycle. Things are going to go crazy, guys. Things are going to go crazy. When we understand that we are in a wave 2, we understood that we were going to form, after the accumulation zone, a wave 1 and a wave 2. Predicting the entire movement, even the top here being at $20 and the lows at below the $10 range, predicting every single movement and expansion. This is where it gets extremely interesting. This is like when I'm saying, guys, I do not know how far up we can go after breaking these highs. I seriously don't, because the projection can be massive regarding a third wave. This is where it gets interesting. The gains are going to be there regardless. We just need to know where we can find a bit of weakness or what levels we want to take profit at. In a wave 3, on the extension move from a first wave 1 and a wave 2, and you pull out the Fibonacci extension, we do not know how far away a wave 3 can go. A wave 3 can go to the 1.618, 2.618, or 3.618. 3.618 is at, and this is when you're in a FOMO bull market altcoin season. Well, obviously the third waves do go to 2.618, 3.618 extensions. we can analyze that from the previous market, from the previous cycle. Third waves inside of the, hyped bull run stage. Yeah, bring it on. We go to 2.618 or 3.618 extension. So, my question is right now, how far can we extend in this third wave? Will we crush out from the 1.618 extension? And obviously the 2.618 is at all-time highs. All-time highs, regardless, has to be a take profit zone, right? Which is above $53 in the case of Chainlink. Regardless of continuation or double top, we just don't know. It's a must take profit zone. And I've been saying throughout, I've changed my strategy on the take profit on Chainlink because I've been buying Chainlink since 2019. My cheapest Chainlink purchase was at $1.60, and I haven't sold one single Chainlink since 2019. It's the only altcoin, only cryptocurrency that I bought that I have not sold in the last 5 years. So I've been holding those bags, seeing them going up, go down, and even buying more, right? What I've been doing is just accumulating more throughout the last few years, especially in this reaccumulation area. So I have to take some profits. I had a strategy that was, well, it's not a strategy really. I just said I'm not going to be taking profits on Chainlink till we hit $100. And I've got a lot of Chainlink, guys, and I'm kind of tired. And it's like, if we hit all-time high, I'm going to be taking profits very aggressively already on Chainlink. And maybe, depending on what the chart tells me on Chainlink, if we do hit the 1-to-1 extension and we start to form a weird double top scenario here, we are seeing uncertainty in the market, we entering a recession, we get some major pullbacks, and there is a little bit of fear, but we're still inside of this zone, I will consider taking some profits, if we do get that double top rejection from the highs of March, just to stay on the safe side. If we do get a lot of a little bit of fear, and of course they say buy the fear, but I've been buying this for years now, and regardless if it does successfully move to higher levels, this is still going to be pretty good, insane profits for me, but getting above $20, realizing that, hey, this wave is just not managing. Will it just reject and form a higher low and then continue? Yeah, but I'll be going through this on the stream eventually. I'll be going through this on YouTube saying, guys, I'm going to take a bit of profits just to stay on the safe side. But I do expect the projection to go at least to the 1.618 here on this momentum. I do see a successful breakout on Chainlink, so my first target zone for the next coming weeks would be $37 as a normal regular third wave projection, right? Which I think could go to higher levels eventually, but that would be my first target zone, at least in the short term, right, for the next coming weeks. But I do see all-time highs, guys, for this cycle. The question is, will it be in Q1 of 2025 or will it be in Q3? We're just going to have to be analyzing so far. The analysis has been spot on the higher time frame. What can I say? Since we were trading in this zone, and I need to find a couple of those streams, but I was basically saying that this is going to be the scenario. This momentum was basically predicted based on the 4-year cycle, the timing, the reaccumulation, that we were going to form this. Right now the question is, okay, how far that third wave can go? This is something that I don't really know how big of the breakout can be. So we're just going to have to go with the data and the waves as we do form them, right? So far we were looking at this to be the bottom. So far we're looking for the breakout. Now we're going to have to be looking at the the micro counts, and for the moment Chainlink is looking extremely promising for this to be a double 1-2, right? You got a 1-2 1-2, and this is just forming that third wave, which obviously we're looking at much higher levels for the moment, or at 1-2. You possibly got a flat here scenario. Regardless of that, regardless of this being the high and this the low, or this the high and the low. You know, I am looking at Chainlink hitting $16 approximately in the next coming days, possibly. So yeah, overall, we're just going to have to be analyzing the waves as we go through here on Chainlink. But whoever's been buying Chainlink throughout these accumulation zones, congratulations. You know, it's you know, we're going to be doing pretty good. We're going to be doing pretty damn good, guys. So I want to get into Chainlink. Where is the next resistance? You know, I think for Chainlink, accumulation is the answer here, right? I don't day trade altcoins, I have to say, unless there's a very, very good opportunity, or I get one of the coaches in the Legends trading community basically having time to analyze and looking at different projections, such as 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽𝗫 or ATH. Then I would say, you know, I'll probably jump into the altcoin, but I like to focus on Bitcoin. You just need one asset to basically day trade successfully, and for me it is Bitcoin, right? 90% of my trades, over 90% of my trades are just purely Bitcoin, right, when we're scalping and day trading, because you don't need any more assets. Looking at altcoins, I like to buy them for spot, right? I like to buy them. Chainlink, I have a massive spot bag as an investment, so I just enjoy the accumulation and the projections, right? Regarding trading setups, for me, it's just I don't usually trade altcoins, to be honest. I buy them for spot. I spot trade them, right? I buy and hold. Polkadot was another one, guys. My goodness, who's been around for the last few days? We pulled out Polkadot. You know, I did buy a bunch of Polkadot a few days ago, and it's, you know, I haven't been checking out Polkadot, but we did talk about Polkadot obviously being one of the large cap coins, you know, understanding the market cycle, that Legends, hey, we need to buy these large cap coins, L1s. In the case of Polkadot, it's an L0, layer 0. So, but it was a good buy at this zone before we snap out of this lower high resistance. We are at rock bottom levels. This is the zone where you want to buy on spot. Who's been buying Polkadot the last few, last few weeks, even the last few days before we started the momentum? We cannot stress this enough, guys. We know how the market moves. We know how these cycles, you know, move. And it was, guys, Bitcoin's breaking all-time high. We're looking at the, you know, Ethereum and large cap coins to go next. What's happened throughout the last few days? Yeah, eventually that is exactly what is happening. We are just following the cycle. So I want to talk about some altcoins as well, guys. Low cap coins, because we are going to see low cap coins, and the ones that could make you potentially, you know, 30, 40, 50x in the next coming months. So you need, you know, if you want to pay attention, you know, or if you want to, you know, go and take a hike and go and take a look at some other, you know, channels. But for the moment, I mean, last few days, my goodness, what a great buying zone, guys, we've had for the last few weeks. Still think that we still think that this is reasonable levels to accumulate on Polkadot anyway. But I have to say, I don't like coming out and saying, guys, let's FOMO into the pump. This could get a pullback and then continue to the upside. If we get that pullback at certain levels of support, I'm going to say, guys, let's buy those pullbacks, because we are likely going to get the continuation to the upside. But I've been, I've been going through this the last few weeks. Buy. Just buy. It's going to pop out, guys. When it pops out, I'm just going to say, I don't want to buy the breakout, right? So if you are late to the party, it's still relatively good reaccumulation levels, but I have to say that we're going to have to see a little bit of a pullback, because FOMOing into the pump, regardless that it could just rocket, is just not the way to go, right? You're going to be emotional on those pullbacks if you buy the pump. Umbrella Network, bring it on, baby. Don't worry. Like I said, this looks dead. It looks dead. A lot of the low cap coins look dead, but these are the ones that fly more than any crypto. They're going to fly, guys. They're going to go through the roof. And it's just the timing, like I mentioned, throughout the last few days. Guys, we're going to see the L1s popping out first. You're going to see the low cap, mid-low cap altcoins that look like they're dead and they're not going to pump. It's all about the timing. And this is what we mentioned the last few days on the stream. It's going to be the L1s first. When we take a look at the L1s, we've been talking about Avalanche, ADA. They're popping out big time, right? Avalanche is overall starting off that breakout, but I expect continuation. A lot of ones, this one's going to be looking dead. So if you want to take that shot like I am doing, and this is a small chunk of my portfolio, but woo, this is going to absolutely blow your socks off, in my opinion. And, you know, I am looking for that high to be taken, which is almost, it's not a 10x from current price levels. It is from the lows, but, you know, you're looking at a 10x, an 8x, right? 7, 8x on that movement, and it's at rock bottom levels. Take it with a pinch of salt. These are low cap coins. I do like the project. They are very much active. It's an Oracle solution. We do have Chainlink leading the way and getting the breakout. You're going to see a lot of the oracles popping out. I think Oracle is a great niche here that you need to get into, right? There's many good oracles such as Dia, API 3, such as Band Protocol. I'm gone a little bit down the rabbit hole, and I'm risking a little bit of capital into this this oracle, which is Umbrella. Unmarshall is one of them that I've been eyeing. It seems like this one is popping out pretty nicely the last few days. Low cap coin, but yeah, without a doubt, I think, you know, Umbrella is also going to do very, very well. I mean, it's up 30% the last 7 days. Just and it's, when you take a look at the chart, it's at rock bottom levels. It did get a pump and dump today, didn't it? Yeah, this is how low the liquid that this market is. You know, you invest a couple of $1,000s, you're going to move the market. You move the market. When I've been buying throughout the last few months, you know, you move the market with just a few $1,000s. So I've been in one of these pumps here throughout these areas because I've been buying up this one. So it's just about the timing, guys. I'm not worried about this. This is just going to take a little longer because we're going to see the L1s popping out first of all. Okay, so I like Umbrella. I bought, you know, some low cap risky coins, also like Unibright. Bring it on. I believe that this one's going to do extremely well, and this is, you know, it has been popping out throughout the last few weeks. It's done relatively good. It's a low cap coin, 6.9 million. Yeah, this is a baby. This is like an easy 10x for me. Getting to $70 million is like $70 million is still very low for an altcoin in market capitalization. This is an insane project in my opinion, and I think this one's going to do well. I mean, it's just. However, it's just going to take time. There's going to be the L1s popping out. Like I said, it's just about the timing. I'm not worried about these altcoins not moving now, because they will move at some point in the next coming months, and they'll move much, you know, with bigger. Well, they will move much more than the high caps. Right? You always need to be very, very cautious, because there will be failed projects. There will be those projects that they don't pop. This is why diversification is extremely important. It's important to have 15, 20 altcoins. Maybe not 50. I know there's a lot of people that suddenly have 50 altcoins or 100. I think that's a little bit, you know, a bit too much. I'm happy to have 5 low cap coins, 5 mid cap coins, 5 high cap coins, and you know, basically have that diversification, because, you know, there will be one or two that fails. And for the moment, one that I invested in and failed, and I'm down about $20,000 on this one, is Sora Network. Still think it can recover. I have been buying a bit more, but you know, this for me went into a very, very strong inflation spree and lost. You know, I'm down 90% on this one. Ended up in a very bad inflation, which the supply is elastic, and I know it can decrease very aggressively as well in the bull run. So you know, there's this one I've lost. It's unrealized losses. Nevertheless, it is over 90%. I'm over 90% down on that one, but I'm doing much better on other ones. This is why we need to diversify, guys. And you know, there's going to be some altcoin projects that are just not going to bring those gains that you expect. Let's go. Dogecoin going crazy. Very much expected that Dogecoin, being the leading meme coin, was absolutely going to fly. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, this is without a doubt very much expected. First initial disbelief wave, corrective move, bang. You know, I would say that Dogecoin is, and we can take a look at extensions. Let's just get another chart here that we have more data. Yeah, this could go absolutely nuts, because from the low of the market, I mean, this could, yeah, this is just a double 1-2 bang. We just going to be exploding in the third wave, which we are already. And you have a, you know, a double 1-2 scenario here from the bottom. Boom, 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 bang. You are in the formation of that third wave at the moment from the low of the bear market, and we could just be 2.618, 3.618 extension as a third wave. What can I say? This is we're in a third wave formation here, so sky's the limit here. There's really no limits on that third wave. 2.618, 3.618, 4.618, right? This looks pretty damn promising for the next coming months. Anyone long on Doge? If anybody's long on Doge, they're making serious gains. That is for sure. Thanks for taking a look at Doge. Yeah, Doge, yeah, bring it on. This is it's going a bit parabolic. Okay, so I mean, stay cautious. The thing about knowing that we are going to go to higher levels, guys, doesn't mean that we are not going to get pullbacks. Okay, so just be aware if you leverage trading these altcoins that are popping out and you're longing at the highs, look at the lower time frames, get those plans ready, and you know, just be cautious in FOMOing into the pumps. So Celestia looks awesome. Celestia looks awesome. It looks, I did take a look at this on a stream. This is full recipe for a breakout. I mean, for me, it would be much easier to just buy up, and I'm probably just going to put $10,000 on this right now as we speak, because I think you can buy this one on and I think it is a very, very good project. This is, yeah, it's a full recipe for a massive explosion, you guys. No financial advice. Take it with a pinch of salt. You know, don't listen to a random guy on YouTube such as myself, or do, right? Do it at your own risk. But this is a full recipe to get a insane breakout, and this is what we are here for, right? We're looking to go down the rabbit hole. Thanks for pointing out Celestia, because it is a great project, and this is ready to pop, guys. And you want to be inside before something pops, because we've been talking about Cardano that it's going to pop throughout the last few days. Guys, this is going to pop regardless if it takes 2 days or 5 days or 5 weeks. It's going to pop out. You have a bit of time here to get in before it rockets. Well, ciao, goodbye, you missed the train. So taking into consideration this, guys, taking into consideration this, there is time, but there's not much time. There is time, but not a lot. We had a lot of time throughout the last 1 to 2 years. We had a lot of time. There's not too much time now. And, you know, like I mentioned with the Chainlink analysis, this is your last shot if you did not buy here throughout end of 22 and part of 2023. You're getting the last chance right over here, guys, because we are getting out in the next coming months. We're getting out with serious gains. So yeah, what can I say? We do have some opportunities still, and I think Celestia is in a pump and dump. You want to stay away of doing any accumulation in this volatile momentum. You want to get in when you've pumped and you've dumped and the selling pressure is exhausted. This is the same analysis as Chainlink, as every single chart in the world, whatever you look at, even though if it's human population will peak out, we'll get a devastating collapse, but we will recover in the next, few hundred years, when we get a massive collapse, guys. But regardless, any chart in the world, you're going to get a pump and a dump and a recovery, right? So it's a pump and a dump, selling pressure, exhausted. We're looking at the recovery right now. Same scenario on this chart, right? Celestia, you get the pump, you get the dump. What comes next? Insane recovery. So I think Celestia's at in very, very good accumulation levels. And I don't need to bring out RSI and stochastic and MACDs and Bollinger bands and Mackinson bands. No, it's just looking at the price action and understanding that you get the hype, you get the selling pressure, and you get the reaccumulation. I don't need any stupid indicators to realize that that is the scenario, just like Chainlink. I didn't get anything. This was pure reaccumulation, bull market, bear market, reaccumulation. That is it, right? Keeping it simple, understanding that we don't need anything else to understand that. So 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫, my man, thanks for the super chat. Let's go through comment section here, guys. Andy, I'm long on Theta. Theta, great project, by the way. From 1.1 at a 20x. I'm up 50k and unrealized gains. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫, that is massive gains. So you're like in a proper swing here. Should I close or hold for the entire run? You think it can come back down to 1.1? Let's take a look at that. Now, you've given me pressure right there. Massive gains. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫. Absolutely epic. Let's take a look at that. Thanks for the super chat, my brother. We can analyze and try and look for the different projections. But, oh my goodness, I need to buy this coin. I need to buy Celestia. I need to send some funds on the exchange and buy that. I think I'm really going to at least put $10,000 on this. Because just on understanding the chart, and I know it's a great project, it's just we're going to miss out, guys. Now is the moment to get into the opportunities. Let's take a look at Theta right away from my man 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫. And my man, I have to say, you are good. You are very, very good. Whew. You got an insane entry. You got an insane entry, and I have to say, this red box obviously being the reaccumulation, you got the pump, the dump, the wedgie structure, selling pressure, exhausted. You are in such a good position at the moment that you could make insane, you're already making insane gains, by the way, 50k from that long. I'm not sure if you longed here a few months ago or you longed basically the last couple of weeks, but you're in a very, very good position. Very good position. I have to say, this could have been the low. We are seeing the altcoins popping. This is considered a large mid-cap coin. I'm not sure what the market cap is right now on Theta, but it's without a doubt, it's a large cap coin, 1.4 billion in market capitalization. If this is the low, which could very much be the low, if this is the low, there's only one way to count this scenario. I do have some doubts there's always some doubt, but if this is the first initial wave up, which just does not look good, just because of the micro counts, it's very three wavy. But there could be a micro count 5 wave move here, and this being an ABC flat. However, let me just look at the timing here based off this low from the 5th of August to this high. Yeah, almost crossing the 4 to 1 on timing on this move. I mean, for a wave 2 in a flat to be this long compared to your initial wave to the upside is rare. You usually find a 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 as a corrective move, not a 4 to 1. I mean, it didn't cross the 4 to 1. It's just a little bit overextended to believe that this is the low and this is the end of the initial wave, especially with this 3-wave move to the upside. I do have my doubts here because this cannot be a double 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, because you got your second wave 1 and 2 overlapping beneath the first 1-2. The only bullish scenario is a wave 1 and an ABC flat, which looks good. I mean, it's the timing is correct. We've seen altcoins popping, so I have to come to that conclusion that, yeah, you're in a very good position. Hey, if you want to scratch some profits, scratch some profits. The projection looks insanely good for this. We're getting the altcoins popping, the L1s are popping, some are lagging behind, and I do believe that this one is lagging behind, and we should be going to higher levels in the next coming days. So Singularity X, I have to say that everything points out that we could be breaking out from those highs that we formed in September at $1.53. It looks strong. I don't like too much the wave formations that we have here. I mean, yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible right there to count it as an impulse. It's a very 3-wave. I do have my doubts here on this being the low, and this being an impulsive move up. It's just very 3-wavy. I mean, unless you could, we could micro count this on the lower time frame and 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it just looks very, very 3-wavy. It really doesn't look like an impulsor. So, there is some doubts on this move to be a wave 1. It just does not look too great. You could possibly micro count the possibility of this, but it just just on its own, it just doesn't look that great. But you'd have to give it a chance. You would have to give this a chance that it's an ABC flat right there, because of the timing of the market. Everything points out that the timing is correct and that we should be seeing, the altcoin starting to pop very, very nicely throughout the next coming weeks, right? So I would give it a chance, okay? You got insane profits. I would say, look, scratch some profits just to stay on the safe side. But you're in a very good position, and I would leave significant amount of that position open, because if this ends up being the first initial wave and this is an ABC flat and we're just squeezing out right now, so far so good. We are squeezing out from that descending wedge structure here that we formed throughout the last few weeks. You're at least looking at to take out this high over here, which that would be a level that I would consider taking some profits without a doubt, especially if you do not smash through the level. So if the price action gets above those highs in the next coming weeks or days, the highs from September here at $1.55, and you fail to break out, I would say, take some profits from that long position that you're in. Because, maybe this is, we're looking at something else here. And if you smash out through that level, then bring it on. You're in a very good position. I would say that at least we could be extending to the 1.618, which is basically $1.90 as a potential wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. at a bare minimum if you break successfully above this high. So I would hold that position if you break through the highs here. Hold on tight, my man, because we are likely going to go to higher levels, at least at the $1.90 here as a projection on a third wave. The timing doesn't look too great for this to be an ABC. The initial wave one does not look that great. So, but the timing of the altcoins, right, to get those pops looks very, very good. So I would say hold on. We're breaking out of this descending wedgie structure. It is a three wave. Yeah, this is the thing as well. It's very three wavy. And if this were to be an ABC flat, you would want to see 5 waves on that C wave. We could be in something very, 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 very complex here, and a double 1-2 is not possible. I have my doubts here. I mean, you could count this. Yeah, you can micro count this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though, and this is, yeah, it's overlapping, so it would have to be a kind of a contracting diagonal right there. You could speculate on 5 waves down, and you could speculate on this being an impulse as well, micro counting. So you're in a good position. Let's leave it that way. If you break successfully this high, we could be looking at $1.90 as a projection here of a third wave. So I would say hold on tight, maybe scratch a bit of profits just to stay on the safe side, just so you know, okay, if it rolls over, at least I've taken a bit of profit. So, Andy, look at Dydx. Celestia, guys, looks insane. This looks, I am personally going to buy some of this crypto as we finish the stream. I know it's a good project, and this is the kind of chart, right? I don't want to FOMO into the pumps. I realize where I need to get in, and this is a place where I would want to get in, right? Without a doubt. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's take a look at Dydx right away here for some legends. What is Dydx doing? This is probably also, you got some mid-cap coins. Yeah, and this is a decentralized exchange platform, and this is the cryptocurrency. You get the deal, right? You get the deal. Where we at right now is at rock bottom levels. This is either low leverage swing long, right? 3x or so, low leverage basically, or accumulation, as in spot bags. This is looking insane. And I know this has to be one of the top decentralized exchanges, Dydx. So eventually, the cryptocurrency has to do well. Decentralization is the place, is the way to go. So yeah, without a doubt, I would, consider that the Dydx is looking very good, as an investment. For trading, I know you can trade Dydx as well on Bybit, on 𝗖𝗍cie, also on Bluffing, guys. Bybit for me, is the #1 crypto trading platform. 𝗖𝗍cie has the lowest fees, so for scalping, it has to be the best. And for the fastest registration, you do have Bluffing, guys. Bluffing, $10,000 deposit bonus. The more you deposit and trade, the more airdrops you're going to get. You can trade hundreds of altcoins here. You got an insane bonus with the link down below, guys. Check out the link here for Bluffing. You got the fastest sign up, which is on Bluffing, guys. Okay, and they have proof of reserves, so you need to, you can stay calm that you're basically, your funds are safe there. Right, nothing is safe at the end of the day in life. All right, but Bluffing has proof of reserves, and that is very, very legit from them. Check out Bluffing, guys. You can trade hundreds of altcoins right over there. No, Jupiter is the best on Phantom. Well, also Jupiter. Okay, I didn't say it's the best. Okay, Andy, we can't see the side of the screen. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't see the side of the screen? Let's double check here. Yes, you should be able. Oh. What's happened here? Let me just double check here. Something's happened. Let me just adjust this. There we go. My bad, guys. I don't know what happened. Yeah, thanks for letting me know there. 𝗬𝗫, thank you for letting me know. It seems like that just happened not long ago, right? Oh my goodness. It's been happening throughout the entire stream. Ah, legends. Sorry about that. My goodness. It's been happening for a long time that you haven't been seeing the right of the screen. Sorry, my bad, guys. My bad. Oh, that was a big fat mess. The whole time. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. My bad. It seems like I zoomed out by accident. Zoomed in, sorry. By accident throughout the stream. Apologies on that. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that I just seen that. After being almost 2 hours. Over 2 hours on the stream, guys. For some reason, my software just zoomed in on the screen. And, oh, for goodness sake. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I hope, oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. Andy, super chat from Hayden White. Let me go through that right away. No worries, my man. 𝗬𝗫, thank you very much. My apologies, guys, for not going through the comment section as well and actually seeing this. My bad. My bad. I feel so bad right now. So if you don't smash the like button, I understand it. But if you don't mind, then smash up the like button anyway. I'll really apologize about that, guys. Celestia, good entry. You know, like I said, Celestia is keeping it on the easier side is, I think it's a good swing long zone with low leverage, or to even stay on the safer side. It's just great area of accumulation. Okay. You can hold on to unrealized profits, unrealized losses, sorry, if you get that pull over. But this is a full recipe to get to really pop out, guys. It is full recipe to pop out. You got the pump, you got the dump, and it's reaccumulation, selling pressure, getting exhausted. This is going to pop out, guys, very soon. It's going to pop out very soon. So regarding entry points, you know, this entire range is a great entry point, right? So what can I say? Very choppy uptrend momentum. I mean, it's not the I never liked seeing this uptrendy wedgie momentum to the upside. Eventually, if it does get a pullback, I would be extremely interested in buying that pullback, especially if you sweep up these lows. This is never great price action, but in altcoin season, right, you just get, it probably just grinds up here and just grinds and just continues grinding, right? Like this, with this choppy price action. It's not the best zone. I wouldn't mind buying on spot here, but regarding trading, yeah, ideal scenario would be sweeping up the lows of this start of, you know, the uptrend wedgie structure, and without a doubt, this would be the long setup. The question is, will we get that pullback? That is my question on Celestia, right, at the $5. Let me just double check. You can see the chart here, for goodness sake. What an idiot I am for not realizing that. I was basically streaming with the chart zoomed in, guys, and you couldn't see the price levels. Anyway, feel so bad, guys. I won't be able to sleep tonight because of that. It's not too bad. I will. So I think this is good still for reaccumulation, right? Regarding entry for a long swing, long entry, yeah, would be nice to get a pullback to at least sweep up those, you know, the lows of the start of this grind. But this, you know, when we are in bull market altcoin season, right, this could just still grind to the upside, right? And it would be ideal to get the pullback. But I'm on altcoins. I'm here to trade Bitcoin, right? I provide Bitcoin analysis. I don't trade 10 assets. I trade 90% of the times, and that is Bitcoin, right? This is what we do at the beginning of the stream. We look at the scenarios, probability, internal setups, and the only setup that I provided here was actually coming down and sweeping up this low. If we were to get the local bearish case, but I'm just realizing that, guys, we're just moving higher. Shorts are very complex. Double tops, we could just pop out and get above $80,000. I think regarding longs, you got an internal scalp long here, and if we break down, then if you want more in detail analysis, of course, throughout the next coming days, you want to join the Legends trading community. That's on Discord, and that is where we do have the everyday internal scenarios from me, 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽, the possible trading setups as well here that we do look at. Here is where you're going to take your trading to the next level. And if you want more in detail scenarios, obviously, because on a stream, well, we can take a look at 2 scenarios, but we'll be ready on the Legends trading community throughout the week, right? Monday, Tuesday, at, different setups, the ones that fail and the ones that do, basically get into the trade scenario, because we trade based on reactions at certain specific levels, and we realize when we need to enter and when we do not need to enter, right? So if you want more in detail of that, join the Discord, guys. This is where you're going to get the magic, and you're going to take your trading to your next level, because you do have the modules as well to learn how to read the market, like I do provide here on YouTube, like we do every single day, guys, providing the different high probability scenarios. So you do have the first link down below. You got the free Discord where there's a lot of active people as well, sharing charts, ideas, scenarios. You got the free Discord as well, guys. You can join the Discord with the first link as well. Okay, free Discord, which is very active, to be honest, very, very active. Be surrounded with like-minded people, and that they are actually, focusing on analysis, scenarios, altcoins. Best TA guy, Andy Talis, thank you very much. We do, I really try, and I really try for it to make sense. And I like to go through the previous live streams and say, guys, remember the wave 4, the extension, the VWAP, the sweep of the low, where we had to put our stop loss, where we had to enter, where we taking profits, right? Just going through the steps also for it to make sense and actually happening, right? And yeah, for me, it's just technical analysis is like magic. It really is. When it makes sense and you know how to manage risk, it's just purely magic, guys. It's and I love to prove it on the streams, right? Talk about what we mentioned yesterday. What happened on the previous stream, guys. It happened. It's like, yeah, wow. And I want you to do this on your own, right? At some point, you don't need to watch me. You don't need to watch also, dozens of different, analysts out there, because you have learned already how to do it and how to get into the trading setups on your own, right? And you do not need anybody to follow, because you can do it on your own. You learn how to fish on your own, right? And this is the magic, and what I want to prove it to you here every single day, guys, looking at the different analysis and projections, so which I really enjoy very much. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you very much for joining. I will be back with more tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more in detail analysis, and smash up the like button on your way out. And if you want more, you got the Discord to join in. Thank you. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.